obviously that goes back to the foundation of what we talked about when we got in business, is that we weren't going to go out there and, we were looking at long term. We weren't going to peddle products where we could have a problem. And I experienced that, really firsthand when I left the association in 2000, and I was interviewing with Old Republic, and there was some guys trying to get me to sell North American. They wanted me to go on my own then and do the North American, and it wasn't 6 months later that they went broke. And that's always the thing with Keith and I, is we just wanted to represent strong Fortune 500 insurance organizations and get contracts where the dealer was directly contracted with the insurance company, so we don't have to worry about these backside programs that are backed by somebody who's backed by somebody, and if they have a financial problem or they go broke, as their dealer's representative and agent, where's that leave us? Are we supposed to pay those claims? Who's supposed to pay the claims? And I don't know how those other agents deal with that fallout. I know some personally, and there's trust accounts that are set up, and you got to beg to get the money out of it. It's just disaster. Talking to those guys, but they somehow, they stand proud and they move on. They act like that wasn't them. When the reality of it is, you chose to bring that company into that dealership knowing that they were a third-party administered program, or they were a risk retention group, knowing the financial problems, knowing that you've had problems with those companies in the past, or a number of them that went broke. And, to name a few, North Central, API, these companies, it isn't like an agent doesn't know these companies have financial problems. But they bring them in anyway, the cheapest product they can find to impress the dealer about, oh, look how cheap this is, and they're paying their claims. Well, yeah, they do pay their claims until they go broke.
That's one of the reasons we merged our company with the Oak Agency last year, is because of the breadth of the other companies they have available, that we weren't quite large enough for some of these companies to deal with, so we weren't really getting the availability of what we felt we could supply to the dealers that we do business with to enhance some of the programs we already had in the stores. And Oak Agency was one of the other 3 agencies in the state of Illinois that had the Allstate contract. So it was an easy merger, but it allowed us to, again, offer other product lines that we could adapt to fit the dealer's needs. It was like a plug and play, or we're a boutique. We don't get marching orders from one set of management from an insurance company and say, this is what you're going to sell this dealer, and he's going to buy it, and that's the way it is. We have different variables of programs, and with the experience with the Oak management that we have personally known for over 35 years, so it's not like we just met them. They have a good reputation in the field, and they feel the same way we do about the ability to be able to produce and have value to the dealer. And we've been involved now just over a year with them, and it's turning out to be a very good opportunity for both our companies to be able to build the strengths on each and move forward. So we're very anxious about being able to tell the story, both for the companies we've had business with, and talk to the story about what Oak F&I Services brings to the table, and with their training capabilities and their offerings of products and their management team. So it's been a positive for us. So we're excited about it, and we just want to be able to get out here and tell the story so that people who kind of know who we are, they kind of know who Oak is, but now they can see us face to face, and we'll talk to them straight up.